Hello everybody, welcome to FC Amakhosi Venture, and this is Essential. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. Thank you for coming back. Those of you who are coming for the first time, thank you guys. Please stay. And yeah, just getting into it, that there are rumors and that you've been seeing as well that Kaizer Chiefs is not being sold, but there are rumors that there's someone who's interested in buying Kaizer Chiefs, and so many of you would be happy with this news and you would wish that they were true. And I, for one, wish that these rumors were true. I'm looking at Manchester United, did not sell the whole entire team, but they said like 25% to this guy, Ratcliffe. So this guy has made changes already. He has employed people who know how to run business. I mean, they employed a new CEO now. They are employing a technical director, if I'm mistaken, but yeah, there are changes there that Manchester United took up as the stadium revamp as well. So it shows that the team, or it shows that the person who buys a team does not necessarily have to own like majority of shares, does not have to own like the entire club, but he has to own like a particular number of shares. But they have to sit down as well and say that, okay, sharp, as I own 20%, as I own 25%, these are the changes, or these are my operations, or this is where my focus is gonna be. And you allow me, you're not gonna stand in the way when it comes to this. For example, Ratcliffe already has been taunted or been said that he's gonna buy players. He's not gonna buy like expensive players, but he's gonna help the club to go out like scouting like proper players. They signed this guy. I think he wasn't a CEO of Manchester City, but now it's gonna be the CEO of Kaizer. It's gonna be the CEO of Manchester United, and this guy is known to be the best negotiator. He's not the chief scout, but he's helping when it comes to scouting and is helping with negotiating deals. So this guy does what? Apparently, and as you saw, and as you've heard, if you are into EPL, that this guy, Haaland was one of the most expensive players, but this guy, he managed to negotiate that they got him around 60 something million, instead of paying 100, because it's a chief scout. He says that, okay, instead of wasting time and negotiating with any team, I tell you what the club wants. I mean, what the club can afford. This is what we can afford, and then if you don't want to negotiate, it's fine. We're gonna go and look for others. And those clubs, like, they are desperate to sell, but because currently Manchester United does not have people who are able to negotiate. They've paid like hundreds of millions to buy players who are supposed to be cheap, and they end up buying them like with ridiculous amounts. So imagine if Kaizer Chiefs was to be sold to a person who is so minded, who is so smart as that, can hire like smart people, experienced people to make decisions crucial as the players that they're gonna sell, they're gonna buy rather, and also the players they're gonna sell, because Manchester United does not sell, for example. And imagine if Kaizer Chiefs, because Kaizer Chiefs, we are the same as Manchester United. That's why this other guy said to me, you brother, I feel sorry for you. You support Manchester United, you support Kaizer Chiefs. All these teams are bad, like they are work. But anyway, back to what I'm trying to show you. Say that any owner or any person who's interested in buying Kaizer Chiefs says, no, no, Kaizer Chiefs, I don't want anything, I don't want everything, but all that I want is just a stake, just a stake, just a small stake in this, or just a small piece of pie in this box. So give me this stake, and I'm gonna make sure that allow me to make decisions such as buying players, selling players. As for you, you can get the majority of dividends, get majority of profits. But for me, allow me to revive this team, and I'm gonna buy this stake. So now there are rumors that Kaizer Chiefs, that there's a person who is interested in buying Kaizer Chiefs. And so many of you have been saying that why Kaizer Chiefs is not being sold, because obvious the current management is poor and is making decisions that are poor. Hence, we are where we are today. I'm gonna entertain those rumors, but as much as I'm gonna entertain those rumors, but I'm also gonna come back and tell you what is the current news when it comes to this. You've been hearing that Dr. Nkuna wants to buy Kaizer Chiefs. He's negotiating to buy Kaizer Chiefs. He came back. He rubbished those rumors. And you hear that Bantu Olomisa said what? He said that the current management have failed the club. They have failed the club. They have failed the club. They have failed the fans. Because gone are the days where we used to compete. Gone are the days where we used to win trophies and whatever. But it looks like the current management, they are clueless. Bantu Olomisa said that. And then we hear these rumors about Nkuna. Nkuna comes back, is like, no, there's no such a thing. Let me read you the article. This guy is one of the tycoons, one of the, can say millionaires, probably billionaires of this country. Is owning like malls, properties, and. So this is what this article reads. Property mogul Mark Nkuna addresses rumors of Kaizer Chiefs take over bid. Property mogul and Kaizer Chiefs board member is currently in the board. And it could be like, hey, you know what? I don't like what is happening in this club, and I just wanna do away with you guys. I mean, tell me, like, let's just pause a bit. What would happen if Kaizer Dogs was to die? Do you think those guys, the Mutawangers, would sell the club? Or do you think they'll run it? Would they run it well? And how much would they sell the club? Say that they do sell the club. And here is someone who's within the board who knows the ins and the outs, you can say, of this business. And we have seen Kaizer doing like almost everything, starting this club from the stretch. It's like, you know what, before you die, Kaizer, give me an opportunity to run this club. And the boys and the sisters, yes, the siblings, they're like, nope, we're not gonna allow you to sell dirty because this is our legacy. It would be that back and forth kind of thing and whatnot. But Dr. Nkuna came back and said that, nah, not interested, but I'm gonna read you the article. Nkuna, a prominent South African businessman, sits on the club's board. Recent rumors suggest that the potential takeover and the change of ownership structure. However, Nkuna has refuted these claims, stating that he has no intention of taking over ownership and dispelling talks that he has plans to bring new players and management. Nkuna's denial comes at a time when the club is struggling for consistency regarding results. Chiefs parted ways with the head coach Molefi earlier this season. The club is currently searching for a replacement for the lead to lead them forward. Kevin Johnson is currently holding the fort as the interim coach and oversaw the recent exit of the Nedbank Cup. So, this is what he said in the statement, Mr. Nkuna. It is regrettable that the current statement circulating on social media referring to the intentions by Dr. Mike Nkuna to purchase Kaizer Chiefs are false. He has expressed his reluctancy for the administration role of Kaizer Chiefs FC, thus refuting the assertion to bring players and new management. Not noteworthy, Dr. Nkuna remains a committed board member of Kaizer Chiefs, while his primary focus is property development. Dr. Nkuna founded Masingita Group of companies, a 100% progressive black-owned company specializing in property development, construction, and asset management. Under their portfolio, property portfolio, they have Jablan Mall, Protea Clan Mall in Soweto, Masingita Plaza, Masingita Mall, Port in Giyani, Paper Plaza in Siloam, Morena Mall in Mabato, Makado Crossing in Makado, Stimela Crossing in Babaton and Bumalang. Yeah, the continuity. So imagine if Kaizer Chiefs was to sell. Imagine if it was to sell. I think we need not a person who's going to buy the total Kaizer Chiefs, but someone who will have like majority shareholder, not versus the entire family, but who will have a big stake versus every family. Let's say, for example, Let's say there are, okay, there's there's Bobby, there's Junior, Jessica, who's this young girl? The current marketing or digital marketer, whatever. Yes, her name just like it's just around here, but doesn't. Let's say that all of them they have let's say they're owning 80%, or let's say they're owning 75. Let's make it easy. Let's say they're owning 70%. One is owning 20, the other one is owning 20, then the last one is owning 15. The last one is owning 10%, and then there's this board who are owning like 30%. And Guna said that, okay, I don't know if he's the only shareholder, because I mean, we were told that there was Prime Media or something that was owning some shares. Let's say that Nkona says that I'm gonna buy this 30% that is left, 30% that is owned by other parties, and then he owns 30%. Do you realize that he's owning more shares or more of the stake versus these other four individuals? Do you realize that? So if he was to own 30%, it's 2020, 2010, right? And then this one says, okay, I'm gonna buy and is getting 30%. As he buys 30%, he has more power than individuals. So if he has more power than individuals, meaning what? These ones, if they don't agree, he can. I just don't know how these things work, but I'm just thinking outside the box. He can say that as a majority shareholder, as individual, allow me to make decisions as per the management or the operations of the club, as per buying and selling of players. He can make those decisions. He can make those decisions. But are they willing to sell? Tell me your thoughts. Do you think that she should be sold? And if it is sold, to who? And who will that person, and what will that person do in terms of operations, in terms of buying and selling of players? Let me know what your thoughts, guys. I think it's about high time that we think about, or the management think about, selling at least certain portion. Let me know what you think. But that's for me. I'm out. FC. Amakhosi fan. Love you guys.